Welcome to Math Vibes. This is part 2 in our series of videos which is on symmetry. So in this part we are going to learn about what is reflectional symmetry or reflection in symmetry or mirror line. Okay. So those who are new to our channel, please press the subscribe button. So what is reflectional symmetry? Reflection or flipping also we can say. Okay, so refraction is flipping something. So when we flip the result of a figure which is flipped over a line. Now what does it mean? Well, if you see this figure and then along this purple line, this figure is getting flipped. Okay, you were having one figure and along that purple line that figure got flipped over the another line, purple line. Okay, so the result of a figure which is flipped over a line, now this one will be called reflection of this figure, the previous figure. Okay, this one will be called the reflection of this figure. Alright, and it is called reflectional symmetry along which line? This purple line. Okay, so this purple line is called mirror line. Till now we were referring to it as line of symmetry. Now we will call it a mirror line, because in this figure also we have symmetry, but now it is not along a line of symmetry. Now it is a reflectional symmetry. When it is reflected, when it is flipped, then it is symmetrical. Okay, so it is symmetrical along a line which is a mirror line. Okay, and when we see something along a mirror line, then in that the figure got flipped and then it becomes reflectional symmetry. Let's see it in detail. A line of symmetry can also be called a mirror line because either side of the mirror line look exactly the same. जब तक हम लाइन ऑफ सिमेट्री करते थे तब हमने किया था दैट देयर इज अ लाइन अलोंग विच वी फोल्ड द फिगर एंड बोथ द पार्ट्स कोइंसाइड विद ईच अदर. दोनों एक दूसरे से मैच हो जाते हैं. एक पेपर लिया, उसको फोल्ड किया इस तरीके से कि दोनों पार्ट्स इक्वल हों. तो व्हेन यू ओपन दैट पेपर, तो जो मिडल में लाइन बनती है उसको हम बोलते हैं लाइन ऑफ सिमेट्री. But when we talk about a mirror line, then a mirror line is an imaginary line. You have to see, you have to imagine this thing, that there is a mirror in between the two things that you are seeing, whether they are symmetrical or not. कि अगर आप उस चीज को मिरर में देखोगे तो मिरर में वो फ्लिप होके वो चीज उससे सिमेट्रिकल बनेगी कि नहीं बनेगी. और ये जो इमेजिनरी लाइन होती है इसको हम बोलते हैं मिरर लाइन. ये हम इमेजिन करते हैं कि उन दो चीजों के बीच में जो भी हम देख रहे हैं, एक रिफ्लेक्शन और एक असली में जो चीज है वो जो हम देख रहे हो, उनके बीच में अगर मैं मिरर रख दूं तो क्या वो आइडेंटिकल होंगी? ओके, और ये जो इमेजिन करना है ना कि हमने उसके बीच में मिरर रखा है, तो उसको हम बोलते हैं मिरर लाइन. दिस इमेजिनरी लाइन इज कॉल्ड मिरर लाइन. ओके, now the object and its image, they are symmetrical with reference to that mirror line. दोनों उस मिरर लाइन के अकॉर्डिंग अगर सिमेट्रिकल हों, ठीक है, दोनों उस मिरर लाइन के अकॉर्डिंग अगर सिमेट्रिकल हों तो हम बोलते हैं कि it is having, this figure is having reflectional symmetry. Okay, this figure is having reflectional symmetry along its mirror line and we say that this is a mirror line. Okay, so if the paper is folded, the mirror line becomes a line of symmetry. है ना, जैसे मैंने अभी बताया कि अगर किसी पेपर को फोल्ड करके देखते थे तो वो लाइन ऑफ सिमेट्री बनती थी, बट इसमें ये जो मिरर लाइन होती है, इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ इमेजिनरी लाइन विच यू हैव टू इमेजिन कि अगर मैं इसके अलोंग इसको फ्लिप करूं तो वो सेम आता है कि नहीं आता. Also, an image is the reflection of the object in the mirror line. अब अगर आप इस पिक्चर में देखो तो ये वाला जो सरफेस है, ओके, ये वाला जो सरफेस है, इस सरफेस के इस साइड में जो लेडी है, ओके, जो गर्ल है, दैट इज अ रियल वन. ओके, शी इज अ रियल वन, बट इसकी इमेज इस टेबल टॉप पे पड़ रही है, ठीक है, और ये इमेज है, ये उसकी इमेज पड़ रही है। जितना आपको इस लाइन के उस साइड में दिख रहा है वही वाला आपको इस टेबल टॉप पे दिख रहा है, ठीक है। यू कैन सी सम पार्ट ऑफ द नोज, सम पार्ट ऑफ आईज एंड हियर एंड एवरीथिंग, ओके। दिस this is the mirror line, you will say, okay, this is the mirror line, you will say. Obviously it is not a thing जो आप फोल्ड कर पाओ, तो लाइन ऑफ सिमेट्री तो आप नहीं बोल सकते, बट ये एक मिरर लाइन है क्योंकि मिरर की तरह उसमें सारी फिगर जो भी उसका फेस है वो रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा है, राइट। सो दिस इज कॉल्ड अ मिरर लाइन in which her image is getting reflected, alright। तो ये मिरर लाइन है। सेम वे ये देखो, ये जैसे ये वाली लाइन है, सेम उसका रिफ्लेक्शन आ रहा है ना, तो इस लाइन को हम बोलेंगे मिरर लाइन, ओके। ऑल्सो व्हेन एन ऑब्जेक्ट इज रिफ्लेक्टेड, अब जब कोई ऑब्जेक्ट रिफ्लेक्ट होता है, देयर इज नो चेंज इन द लेंस एंड एंगल्स, कभी भी उनकी लेंस में और एंगल्स में कोई चेंज नहीं होता। That is, the length and angles of the object and the corresponding length and angles of the image are same। मतलब जो रियल वाला ऑब्जेक्ट है, जो शीशे में देख रहे हो आप, जो मिरर में देख रहे हो, उतना ही आपको दिखेगा जितना और हाँ, हम व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट मिरर लाइन और रिफ्लेक्शनल सिमेट्री, वी टॉक अबाउट अ नॉर्मल मिरर, नॉट द वन जिसमें आप किसी में मोटे दिखते हो, किसी में पतले दिखते हो, है ना, नॉट दैट वन। वी विल टॉक अबाउट अ नॉर्मल मिरर, जो हम रोज अपना सुबह शीशा देखते हैं, मिरर देखते हैं, दैट मिरर आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, ओके। तो उसमें हम जितने होते हैं उतने ही दिखेंगे। इफ यू विल सी अ स्मॉल हेयर पिन in a mirror, then you will see that hairpin only in the mirror, है ना। और अगर आप एक कोई बड़ी सी चीज देख रहे हो, ओके, बुक देख रहे हो, तो बुक जितनी दिखेगी, उसके लेंथ, उसके एंगल चेंज नहीं होते, मिरर में उस रिफ्लेक्शन में वो चेंज नहीं होते, राइट। तो इसको हम बोलते हैं रिफ्लेक्शनल सिमेट्री, in which there is no change in the length and angles, they remain same। However, there is one change, that is, there is a difference between the object and the image। अब ऑब्जेक्ट और इमेज में, ठीक है, लेंथ में या एंगल में कोई चेंज नहीं होता, बट स्टिल देयर इज वन चेंज। कैन यू गेस व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? थिंक। ऑलराइट, लेट मी टेल यू। सी, जैसे ये द बेबी इन द पिक्चर, यू कैन सी that baby is looking into the mirror, okay। ऐसे ही हम रोज शीशे में खुद को देखते हैं, so we are the object and what we see inside is an image of us, it is not actually us। शीशे में जो दिखता है वो हमारी इमेज है, वो हम खुद नहीं है, okay। what we see inside the mirror is an image and what we are the real one, right? Or we can say we are three-dimensional and what we see in the image, it is two-dimensional, okay। So this is the difference, this is the difference when we talk about seeing some reflection in the mirror, okay। So or on water or whatever, what we see is a reflection, it is not real, all right। Now let's talk more about it. Let us see at these pictures also. These are also examples of reflectional symmetry, okay। See, the mirror is placed on in between, and what you see over here is the reflection of this object, okay। So this is the object and this is its image. Same way, this is the object and this is its image, all right। Now let's talk about symmetry using horizontal and vertical mirror lines. Now you will have some questions related to horizontal and vertical mirror lines. Now what is that? Obviously horizontal means which is along this line, okay, and vertical is this standing line. Horizontal is a sleeping line that you used to say in class 1 or 2, right? So sleeping line is horizontal line and standing line is vertical line. Now when the mirror is placed horizontally and when the mirror is placed vertically, then what changes we will have in figures? Now, when we talk about a normal graph paper, or when we talk about a thing like this, then we always say that this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. So we are considering it as axis. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So this is first quadrant, second, third, and fourth. Now suppose there is one figure over here and you want to see that when it is getting reflected, then how it will look. See, when it is getting reflected along a horizontal mirror line, then it will look same like this. Okay, let's see if it get reflected through a vertical mirror line, then how it will look. It will look like this. Again, along a horizontal mirror line, it will look like this. So they are identical. Okay, but does this happen in every case? Let's see. Now suppose you are having this triangle shape and again all the quadrants are same. Now let us see that along the horizontal axis how it will look. Let's see along the vertical axis first. So along this vertical axis, this triangle will be flipped. Remember, it will be flipped. So it will look like this. Different, right? Not in the case of rectangle, right? In the case of rectangle it looked same, but now when it is flipped it's looking a bit different, right? Now along the horizontal like, mirror line, if it is going to be flipped, then it will be like this. Okay, the same one will look like this. Now along this vertical line, when it has to be flipped, then it will look like this. So you will see that in all the four quadrants the shape is looking different, completely different, right? So it will depend upon the object we are taking or the figure we are taking. Okay, that then we will see that along horizontal and vertical axis how it will look. Now let us look at this figure, okay, which is a more composite. So if this figure is lying in the second quadrant, so when it has to be flipped, then along this horizontal mirror line, it will look like this, completely different, right? Now let us see along a vertical mirror line how it will look. It will look like this. Again along a horizontal mirror line it will look like this. See, now in all the four quadrants the shape is looking completely different. So you will take care of this thing, that whether the mirror line is horizontal or vertical, the image will be flipped accordingly. The image will be flipped accordingly. Okay, so be careful in that. Next, let us have a look on this figure. Now when this smiley will be flipped, then how it will look. Along the vertical mirror line, it will look same. Along the horizontal line, it will look like this. Yes, because now it gets flipped, na? So along the horizontal mirror line, it will look like this. Here the lips you can see this side, and here it will be this side. Because see, mirror line is what? That the figures when they are flipped, even then they are identical if I want to join them along this imaginary mirror line. Okay, so the other way it will be like this. So depending upon the figure we will see that how they will look along horizontal and vertical mirror lines. Now what will this shape look like reflected in different quadrants? Let's see quickly. Along vertical mirror line, along horizontal mirror line, along vertical mirror line, right? Let's take one more example. What will this shape look like reflected in the different quadrants? See, now in this quadrant it is like this, then it will be this, this, and then this. Okay, so along different horizontal and vertical mirror lines they will look like this. Now there are some questions to ponder over. Does reflection change the length of the line segment? So does reflection change the length of the line segment? No, it will not change. Does reflection change the size of an angle? No, it will not change the size of an angle. Only thing will be that they got flipped over. Okay, so that was all on reflectional symmetry. Hope you have understood the topic. Do come back for part 3 on rotational symmetry on your favorite channel, Math Vibes. Happy learning, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye.